Nicole Kidman attends a Dallas charity event just days after divorcing Keith Urban. For days after filing for divorce from Keith Urban, Nicole Kidman made a public appearance for a worthy cause. On Saturday, October 4th, the 57-year-old actress traveled to Texas to attend amfAR's Dallas auction. The purpose of the event was to raise money for the nonprofit's efforts to stop the spread of HIV and AIDS research. On Monday, September 29th, it was first reported that Kidman and 57-year-old country music artist Urban had split up in the early summer months following 19 years of marriage. Kidman mentioned the date of the former couple's separation as the reason for her divorce filing on September 30th, citing irreconcilable differences. Diana Ross, Dallas Mavericks icon Dirk Nowitzki, actress Terry Hatcher, and Taylor Sheridan, the creator of Yellowstone, are among the other prominent guests at the amfAR event. To the occasion, Kidman gave Sheridan, 55, the award of inspiration for the evening. The two collaborate on Lioness. The auction was held in the residence of Scott Kirby, the CEO of United Airlines, and was hosted by Hatcher, 60. Sunday Rose, 17, and Faith Margaret, 14, are Kidman and Urban's two daughters from their 2006 marriage. As part of the divorce filing, Kidman requested to be listed as the primary. On October 2nd, a person close to the family told People of Kidman, "She's been concerned since she knew the separation would eventually become public, and she was dreading it. However, she's incredibly composed and level-headed. Now that it's out, Kidman has been trying to save the marriage," according to an insider who spoke to People on September 29th, despite the couple's recent private split. The insider stated that the entire Kidman family has come together to support one another, especially Kidman's sister Antonia, and that she didn't want this. On Wednesday, October 1st, Antonia and the Oscar winner were seen together on a stroll. This was, in conclusion, Nicole Kidman's public appearance at the amfAR Dallas charity auction, merely days after filing for divorce from Keith Urban, represents far more than a simple attendance at a philanthropic event. It is a vivid illustration of resilience, composure, and the multifaceted nature of human experience, particularly for individuals living in the glare of public scrutiny. The dissolution of marriage that lasted nearly 2 decades, culminating in the formal filing on September 30th after an early summer separation, signifies a profound personal transformation in Kidman's life, one that encompasses emotional, familial, and professional dimensions. While the public often views celebrity divorces through a lens of speculation and sensationalism, the reality for Kidman is one of careful navigation, balancing private grief with public obligations, parental responsibilities, and the maintenance of a highly visible career. Her immediate engagement in a high-profile charitable event suggests a deliberate and thoughtful approach to managing the intersection of private pain and public expectation, demonstrating both emotional intelligence and strategic awareness. The timing of this appearance is particularly noteworthy. Just 4 days after the divorce became public knowledge, Kidman attended an event designed to raise funds and awareness for HIV research, signaling that despite personal upheaval, her dedication to social causes remains unwavering. This decision underscores the duality of her public identity. While she is navigating a deeply personal chapter, she continues to uphold the social and professional responsibilities that have defined much of her public life. By presenting the award of inspiration to Taylor Sheridan, her collaborator on the film Lioness, she not only reaffirmed her professional commitments, but also highlighted the continuity of creative and charitable work, signaling to both peers and the public that personal challenges do not diminish her contributions or her presence within the professional sphere. The familial implications of the divorce are equally significant. Kidman and Urban share 2 daughters, Sunday Rose, 17, and Faith Margaret, 14, and the filing for primary custody indicates her intention to prioritize the children's stability and well-being during a potentially disruptive period. The involvement of her family, particularly her sister Antonia, in providing emotional and logistical support, emphasizes the importance of close kinship networks in mitigating the impact of personal crises. Observations of Kidman and Antonia together shortly after the divorce filing suggest a deliberate effort to create a stable, supportive environment for both herself and her daughters, highlighting how familial solidarity functions as a protective factor in times of emotional and social turbulence. Beyond the personal and familial realms, Kidman's composure in facing public attention deserves particular consideration. A source close to the family told People magazine that she had been apprehensive about the public disclosure of the separation, anticipating the inevitable scrutiny that accompanies celebrity news. Despite these concerns, she maintained a level-headed and composed demeanor, demonstrating the capacity to navigate the pressures of fame without allowing private challenges to define her public presence. This ability to manage personal emotion while engaging publicly is emblematic of the complex demands placed upon public figures, particularly women in entertainment, who are often held to elevated standards of resilience and professionalism. Kidman's example provides insight into how high-profile individuals can exercise agency, maintain dignity, and continue meaningful engagement with their communities even amidst deeply personal upheavals. Moreover, the divorce itself reflects broader themes in both human experience and celebrity culture. The challenges inherent in sustaining a long-term marriage are amplified when both partners occupy high-profile careers, with conflicting schedules, public expectations, and media attention creating additional strain. Kidman and Urban's nearly two-decade marriage encompassed a delicate balance of professional ambition, personal fulfillment, and family responsibilities. Their separation underscores that the pressures faced by individuals in the public eye are not merely amplified versions of ordinary domestic challenges, but are also shaped by the scrutiny, speculation, and commentary of a global audience. The public fascination with celebrity divorce stems not only from interest in the individuals involved, but also from broader societal considerations about relationships, gender roles, and the nature of commitment. And Kidman's experience exemplifies these intersections in a highly visible context. The philanthropic aspect of Kidman's Dallas appearance cannot be understated. amfAR's mission to combat HIV and support AIDS research represents a cause with global significance, and Kidman's participation lends both visibility and credibility to the event. In fulfilling her philanthropic role, she demonstrates the capacity of public figures to transcend personal challenges and contribute meaningfully to societal causes. Such actions illustrate a broader principle: that personal adversity need not hinder engagement with the world, and that public figures can harness their influence to create impact even when navigating private turmoil. Kidman's attendance thus embodies a duality of personal vulnerability and public responsibility, highlighting how resilience is expressed not merely in private endurance, but in continued action and commitment to broader social imperatives. The psychological dimensions of this transition further illuminate the complexity of Kidman's position. Divorce after nearly 2 decades of marriage entails significant emotional adjustment, encompassing grief, redefinition of personal identity, and reorganization of family life. These experiences, while universal, are intensified by the public visibility of the individuals involved. Kidman's strategic engagement with family, her maintenance of professional obligations, and her visible composure suggest a sophisticated approach to emotional regulation, highlighting the interplay between personal coping mechanisms and social performance. The presence of her daughters introduces additional layers of responsibility, reinforcing the intertwined nature of parental duty, personal recovery, and public life. From a media and societal perspective, the narrative surrounding Kidman's divorce underscores the constructed nature of celebrity storytelling. Reports emphasize her composure, her family support system, and her continued professional engagement, creating a narrative arc that frames her as resilient, responsible, and socially conscious. The interplay between fact, commentary, and speculation in media coverage shapes public perception, and Kidman's deliberate management of appearances and professional commitments can be seen as a method of maintaining agency within this highly mediated landscape. Her ability to navigate these pressures demonstrates a nuanced understanding of public perception, media dynamics, and the strategic considerations required to maintain personal dignity while under continuous observation. Additionally, the gendered expectations inherent in the public response to celebrity divorce are evident in Kidman's case. Women in the entertainment industry are often held to high standards of emotional composure, professionalism, and appearance, and Kidman's management of her public presence exemplifies both the pressures and the strategies employed to meet these expectations. Her ability to remain composed, maintain visibility, and continue philanthropic and professional work illustrates a broader societal discourse on resilience, agency, and a negotiation of identity within the public eye. It also emphasizes the importance of supporting networks and personal strategies in navigating these expectations, highlighting how private and public spheres intersect in complex and meaningful ways. The legal dimensions of the divorce, including the request for primary custody and the documentation of separation dates, reflect strategic considerations that are intrinsic to high-profile separations. These decisions, while private, also carry implications for public perception, media narrative, and long-term family dynamics. Kidman's approach demonstrates a careful balancing of legal prudence with personal and familial priorities, underscoring the multidimensional nature of navigating high-profile divorce proceedings. The interplay of legal, emotional, and social considerations illustrates the depth of planning and reflection required to manage such transitions effectively. Ultimately, Nicole Kidman's experience in the days following the announcement of her divorce exemplifies the convergence of resilience, composure, familial support, professional dedication, and social responsibility. Her ability to navigate profound personal change while fulfilling public and philanthropic commitments reflects both personal strength and strategic awareness. It underscores the capacity of individuals, even under intense public scrutiny, to maintain dignity, prioritize important relationships, and continue contributing meaningfully to societal causes. Her story resonates not only within the sphere of celebrity culture, but also in broader discussions of human resilience, the management of personal and professional identity, and the navigation of life-altering transitions. In essence, Kidman's actions reflect a narrative of perseverance and purposeful engagement. She demonstrates that personal adversity, even at the scale of a high-profile divorce, does not preclude public contribution or personal agency. Her continued commitment to family, career, and philanthropy amidst upheaval illustrates a capacity for strength, adaptability, and intentional action in the face of profound life change. Through her composure, her engagement with her children and family, and her participation in socially impactful events, Kidman exemplifies how individuals can harmonize private challenges with public responsibilities, providing a compelling example of resilience, dignity, and social consciousness. Her journey in this period is not merely a reflection of celebrity experience, but a lens through which broader human themes, grief, adaptation, familial bonds, and purposeful engagement, can be understood and appreciated. Nicole Kidman's experience in navigating the immediate aftermath of her divorce from Keith Urban thus emerges as a multidimensional narrative of courage, strategic decision-making, and social commitment. Her appearance at the amfAR event serves as a symbol of continuity and agency, signaling that despite personal upheaval, her contributions to professional, familial, and philanthropic realms remain steadfast. It reinforces a notion that public figures, while subject to intense scrutiny, are capable of navigating profound personal transformations with grace and intentionality. In this way, Kidman's story offers not only insight into the life of a prominent actress, but also a broader reflection on resilience, the power of social support networks, and the enduring importance of purpose-driven engagement, even amid significant personal transitions. Her journey, as documented in these events, highlights the enduring human capacity to reconcile personal grief with public responsibility, to harmonize private pain with social action, and to maintain both dignity and agency in the face of life-altering change. Nicole Kidman's example serves as a compelling reminder of the strength and adaptability inherent in individuals navigating complex personal landscapes, demonstrating that even under the gaze of public attention, grace, purpose, and meaningful engagement remain achievable and profoundly influential.